And we are live.
Mic check 1 2. We are back. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but they are now taken care of. We're going to turn it back to the damn Mexicans.
What up, y'all, man? We just, like I said, man, appreciate, shout out to Compound, man, letting us come down here and do this. We're promoting Embrace the Culture 4. It's an annual event that's thrown by us, them damn Mexicans. We have some of the greatest performances. It's an amazing lineup of talent, anything from rap to trap to hip hop, Tejano, reggaeton, you name it, we got it. DJ Obedient live in the mix. We have some amazing vendors as well, like Certified by Lulu, and I'm gonna let her go a little bit into that, So
Yes, there's gonna be some amazing vendors there. You don't know what you're gonna find. There's just come start doing your Christmas shopping. I myself come get your crystal jewelry. So I wire wrap gems and stones. Very intentional. We're gonna have some delicious treats, food, aguas frescas. You don't know what you're gonna find there, so come out.
Man, we got barbecue, Mexican style hot dogs. We got hamburgers. I think we might be having some funnel cakes as well, plus fruit, raspas. You name it, man. We got it. If it's good, it's gonna be there. So, man, make sure y'all pull up if you're hungry. Come eat. It's at Spindle Tap Brewery. That's off of Hirsch Road. I don't know the exact address, but I'm sure we'll be able to. If you followed us on Them Damn Mexicans page, you'll be able to see all the information that you need. Come out and hang out with us, man. We got some great entertainment. And Chop the Father, my guy, he's gonna explain a little bit about that.
Yo, what's going on? It's Chop the Father. Shout out to Them Damn Mexicans putting this event together every year for the last 4 years now. And I know it sounds kind of corny to say, but every event has been bigger than the last. So obviously this event on Saturday, a couple days away, looking like it's going to be the biggest event that, you've ever thrown. But we got a lot of people performing. We got QPM, DFD Baby Lee, myself, AB Rabs, De Jesus, Cuban Diva. So there's a lot of different reggaeton, rap, and like I said, with all the vendors, it's not just food. We got rugs. We got Lulu certified. We got Mexican style hot dogs, hamburgers. So whatever type of food you're into is gonna be there, and it's gonna be at Spindle Tap Brewery. So people are gonna be having the michelada mix, and they go get your beer from Spindle Tap. Shout out Bad Child with the Beats, making that connection.
Yep, shout out to him.
And shout out to No Sleeps Productions. Yep. Also gonna be filming the event. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's from 5 to 10, I believe. Pull up. Stick around. Definitely, a lot of shopping to do, a lot of entertainment to see. It's more than, it's a multifaceted event. There's a lot of stuff to do. So, come check it out if you're not doing it.
Artists come network, man. A lot of you guys inquired about wanting to be on the show, and like I say, man, come build that relationship, man. Let's build like these guys that are performing. We got artists from Los Angeles coming out, from California. Shout out to Viva Mezcal and 86 Inca, Audio P. Those guys, man, they're doing their thing out there. So we're connecting that bridge. We got Liz Garcia, Tejano Award winner from San Antonio, coming out. She's doing her Tejano music. We have Alex Soy from Phoenix, Arizona, coming out. Kat Ramos, FNF Chapo. Like I said, man, it's a variety of music that tailors to everybody. If you a certain style you like, we got it. Come out. Like I said, come out, network. There's going to be some big names in the building. You never know who's going to show up. Shout out to Mario Lopez, my boy. But yeah, we just invite y'all to come out and have a good time. It's a free event too, so you ain't got no excuse not to come. Just pull up.
A quick question.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about how previous events went? That way people have an idea of what.
Yeah, so in the past few years, it's been kind of the same setup. It's a mixture of a pop-up event / concert. And in previous years, we've put on tons of performers, tons of artists to come out. And each year, it's just like it's doubled in size. So we're expecting an even bigger turnout this year. We have a great location. Again, shout out to Bad Child for the hookup, No Steve's Productions. Those guys, man, are really doing some things behind the scenes, and they're going to be out there. I'm telling you, you guys want to come see these performances because these guys are going to put on a show. These vendors are amazing. We have Hidden Garden Tacos. It's an experience, and it's once a year. So if you don't come this year, you got to wait till next year. So
And some of the new businesses and vendors that you've gotten at this event, have you helped businesses launch off their new food business, their new product line? Like,
yeah.
have you seen any new businesses become vendors at your event that ultimately go on and become successful and build their own thing?
So I want to shout out definitely Lulu. Since she's been with me, I've seen her grow, and she threw her own event. It was a poetry night for Latinos. It was at Rabbits Got the Gun. It was on August 3rd. It was an amazing event with a great turnout. So to see growth like that, to be able to throw your own event and be successful, it makes me happy. I'm not saying that I was directly involved in that or
No,
had
you
anything to do
were,
that, but
and TDM was the support that I got. It's a family. Come out and network. You never know where you're gonna end up with. Like David was saying, you were part of it. You know, the support that I got from every single one of us. It was amazing. And it's gonna be a night,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's gonna be cool.
The previous years we did it in the heat, and when I say heat, it was in June. So think of Houston, Texas, in the middle of June. It's 115. It seems every year, and people we had to move it, to a later date, of course, and at night. So it's 5 to 10 p.m. There's plenty of do out there. Even shout out to Melissa Houston Drip Sauce. She's thrown her own events now continuously. So to see that growth and see them like when they first started and being around the TDM brand and just even them just saying like, man, you inspire what I do or whatever the case might be. They look up to what I do, so I want to do that, and I encourage that. Like we encourage people to, to boss up and do their thing, and grow.
And invest in themselves, right?
Invest in themselves for sure.
Yeah.
And are you excited about are you seeing young artists come and want to perform at your event? Or are you seeing more up and coming artists come through with what you got going on?
Now, yeah, for sure. And then, like, so last year it was a lot more artists, and I definitely met a lot of them for the first time. And, like, for example, I met Tillo at your last event and ended up doing a song with him. I met AYG, and then we got something in the works. So it's definitely a good way to network, meet other artists. And I feel like a lot of artists shy away from working with each other. Everybody has this whole, like, dude at the club mentality, want look hard and all that. But it's a good place. It's an open space to communicate, man. There's no agendas or egos, man. Everybody's there to have fun, put on a great show. Vendors are there to make some money, promote their business. And like, there's a lot of vendors that I came to know because of your last event, like Ricky's Wood Burning,
Yeah.
Trill Art, all of them.
Yeah, Trill Out Factory
So-
be in the building with their merchandise.
It's definitely, it's a good way to market yourself, and there's no better marketing than in person. It's genuine, and you really feel and get to see what people do.
I'm gonna tell you how great like the events have been. That to the point where after the first event, I had to invite personally the artists that I wanted to, because when I put it out there, hey, who wants to perform? I got too many requests. And then after the first one, it was like more and more. After the second one, it was even more. And even with this one, it's like I've had people offer to pay me. But the way I work, I built relationships with these people. These are not only people I work with business wise, but these are also my friends. And we talk business, we talk strategy, we talk growth, we support each other. And that's what I tell people. Like, man, come out and network. That's why I say, come out and network. Come out, shake my hand, introduce yourself. Hey, I'm so and so. I perform, I rap, I sing, whatever the case might be. And that's how you build a relationship. And maybe next year, you will get you on.
Facts. And do you plan to take it to other cities and other countries in the future?
Yeah, that's been in talks, especially with San Antonio. We might even be doing something pretty soon in Galveston. I know it's an hour away, but it's still just to branch off and go and expand the actual brand. And we have a shout out to all our people that watch us and support us from Canada, man. We're building a fan base out there. We got people that we rock with. There's artists out there. Latinos. There's a lot of Latinos out there that I didn't know about. So maybe one day, no, not maybe. One day we were gonna go out to. We're gonna be in Canada, and we're gonna rock out with my people out there, man. So shout out to Duende, Magali, and everybody out there. My boy Jack, everybody, man. Shout out to those guys.
And have you worked with any artists that have gone on and gotten a big opportunity and came back and shared it with you? Anybody like a flagship artist that you worked with so far?
One thing I'm gonna I guess we can, however you want to look at it, but I've seen some of the guys that first kind of performed at my event in the past. Like I see them a year later and they're doing amazing things. This guy's one of them. He throws his own show. He headlined his own show at White Oak Music Hall. You know, I've been to 3 different shows there, sold out, packed out, and it's amazing to see the growth again with these guys, man. So like I'm fortunate enough to be able to still work with them and to still be able to just even be friends. This is one of the few guys that actually calls and checks on me, and I value that more than any other thing that people may have to offer. You know, I don't care if you got a big name. Like, are you just a genuine person overall?
After doing all these events and meeting all these different personalities and artists, um, what do you think? I'm trying to rephrase this. Does it feel fulfilling? Like do you feel like you're doing your purpose? Like you were put here to connect people, stuff like that. Do you feel like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing?
I believe so because after every event, I'll see artists that, like he mentioned earlier, I met so and so at your event. Now we're doing music together. Now we're collabing. You know, so you know, and I know he can talk a little bit more about that.
Nah, yeah, for sure. And then
Yeah.
the TDM family is like, it's actually a pretty big umbrella that a lot of people fall under. So every event that I have, or at least the last two since I've known you, there's a large Dem Damn Mexicans presence. You know, a lot of people that maybe I didn't expect, or oh, they might go, they might not go. Definitely is a large family. You know, if David kind of points them in one direction, everybody's looking. So all of a sudden, I have a lot of people that fall under your umbrella, supporting me, commenting. You know, especially like to start off, a Taste of Chamoy started supporting me based off of you. Ricky's Wood Burning started supporting me, based on you. And it's just a lot of people that fall under that category that they're associated with you definitely support, and they value your opinion. So there's everything I do, there's definitely a large TDM present that supports.
Yeah, I love to see when people collab and work and do things together that sometimes I'll look online and see, oh, there's like, I think Texas Jamoy had, it was something with the candy that you got.
Yeah, we did a collaboration.
You did a collaboration. And I was like, man, that's dope because I like to see our people collab. And that's why, like, when you did the poetry thing, I was like, I thought that was dope, and we showed up, I brought my wife with me, Sensu, Kika, we showed up and supported, and I know everybody's busy, but with TDM, man, we definitely show up, we support. So yeah, man, shout out to everybody who rocks with us and continues to support what we do on a genuine level, because you got a lot of people that do come in and get what they can and do, whatever, and then they bounce and then they go do their thing, and it's cool, I don't knock it, but to me, everything is relational. Like, a lot of the vendors and even the artists is just based off relationship. So yeah, so since we don't actually have another question, man. Well, yeah, this Saturday, Spindle Tap Brewery, Embrace the Culture 4. We're nearing that 5-year anniversary, so each year is just gonna get bigger. We got some special guests. I know Anna Mae, she said she's gonna be pulling up this weekend. It's a lot of people that you may or may not know, man. So shout out to anybody that's pulling up, man. I know Chicano Vega. Shout out to Chicano Vega. He's gonna be in the building selling his merch. We were here before the border, and that's one thing that Embrace the Culture was. We want to promote brown businesses, brown artists, brown businesses, and give us a platform, without having to charge an arm and a leg to be at, is that you can come and make money, you can come and network. Because sometimes the networking might outweigh what you made that day financially, but the connections you make are really what, make the difference.
That was what inspired me to embrace the culture. Like, if you slow it down and you take in the words, embrace the culture, embrace who you are. And I remember we were at a TDM talk show. Whenever it just hit, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I've been having in my mind, La Voz Poética. And it's because I was like, I have these beautiful people right in front of me, inspiring, uplifting people around us. Nuestra gente, el color, we're brown and proud. We're brown and proud. So you were a big part of my inspiration of La Voz Poética. And I said that idea. You were like, go for it. And I was like, I love this.
I still remember the day when you came and asked me, and I was like, whatever you need, let's do it. You know, because that's just the type of person I am. I'm a support. You know, and I don't ever expect anything in return. You know, so it's all love. Like we say, it's all love. It's genuine. There's no ulterior motives. There's nothing other than what's on the surface, and it's just genuine mutual respect and love. Yeah, you do. You do.
And do you ever plan to do something outside of the venue? Maybe one day do a festival outdoors. You know how those DJs do? Maybe they can like pay to stay overnight, or just a new cool experience.
Man, that sounds like a good idea. We might have to put that in motion.
Nah, I could definitely see it turning into a festival.
Sure.
You know, a lot of the artists on Discard themselves are growing their own audience, and the bigger we get, you know, maybe we can start attracting other artists. And at that point, you know, it's gonna turn into like people are gonna be hitting David up, and that's all the goal, man. You got to speak it into fruition, man. Not doing all this just because you want it to be small. You know, you want to take it as far as we can.
Yeah, for sure. Just opening more doors for our people, man. That we don't necessarily have accessible to us at the moment, and it's like now instead of asking or having to pay, we just create our own movement. We just create our own avenue. We create our own. We have the talk show. We have the clothing line. Now they're throwing their own events, so we're starting to generate small movements, but we're also united on a united front. That's why you see us here today to promote the actual event, and I picked these two because to me they're two people that are really close to me and loyal. They've been down with me and never asked me for anything, out of anything crazy, except that one time that never mind. I don't even, I'm kidding. We'll talk about that off camera. Just kidding.
Live, right?
Yeah, we're live, so my bad.
That won't hold up in court.
What do you like about what's going on here in the rap game?
Take this one.
Me?
Yeah, we'll let you take this one.
Honestly, I like what's going on in the rap game. I'm a real hip hop head, all the way back to the 90s, Biggie, Big Pun, Tupac. And I don't really see a lot of that celebrated down here. It's more of a lot of people have that old mindset, want to make the same sounding music. To me, a lot of it's dated. And, well, the only thing that I feel like, ends up bumping heads is that people want to be global, but you're not going to be global if your sound is like specific, only caters to a state or a city. So me myself, a lot of people listen to me and they will never know I'm from Houston, and I really like that about myself. And to be honest with you, a lot of the opportunities, and I feel like I've been able to show other artists that are coming behind me or are on the same level as me. You don't necessarily always gotta, pay to, promote yourself. Invest in yourself, your own camera, your own mic. And a lot of the best opportunities that I got were off of networking. I didn't pay for them. It was literally just showing your face. And people forget that style of marketing yourself can be very, very good for you. You don't necessarily have to, pay up the, ask to open up for some has-been or somebody that's not even really pushing just because they got a name. You would do more with yourself with that money investing in yourself. I promise you.
And speaking of rap game, I guess, what do you guys think about the merchandising?
It's definitely
because I like the TDM logo on that.
Yeah, I'll
segue
to you.
I'm wearing the Embrace the Culture red shirt, the red logo, Embrace the Culture. Shout out to Hardcore, he designed it. Lulu's wearing the OG TDM logo that was made by RIP to Big Jerb. He was an artist that passed away some years ago that I managed in the beginning. Really good rapper, man. A guy that can really spit, just kind of like these guys, bringing that hip hop and bringing that real lyricism back and not just mixing a bunch of words, but actually making good music with it as well. It's actually like dope, so, we're very fortunate, man. And I always encourage artists. Like I told all my artists that are performing this week, hey, bring your table, set up your merch. You can sell merch, and that way you can make you some money because I think if you go perform and you don't have nothing to sell, it's almost like, I don't want to say you wasted your time, but what did you really get out of it other than maybe a few followers that maybe just like, okay, well, I'm gonna follow you. But at least at this case, you could sell your merchandise.
Yeah.
You can promo, brand yourself.
I've made more off merch than I've made off of streaming, and that's gonna be true until you start getting into those higher levels. As an independent artist, you could get a shirt made for like $3, sell it for 20, 25, 30, whatever you feel like you can gauge it in the quality of the shirt. But for artists in this level, if you're not making merch, then you're insane. And I don't know why you would try to charge for a feature or anything like that. If you don't got merch, you will make more money off of merch than you'll make for a paid gig, a little small paid gig, or you're streaming. I've already probably, I would say, made quadruple off of merch than what I've done for streaming. And
like if we're
and it's a marketing tool.
Yeah.
People walking around with your logo.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Infamous Tex. I remember seen him at the toy drive, and I was wearing the TDM hoodie with the OG logo, and he pointed at it, and he was like, "Hey, man, you're doing a good job," because I see that all around town. And to me, that's like a big compliment because that just tells me that the branding behind it, that people are actually supporting it, and not just supporting it just to buy it, but they're actually supporting it and wearing it. And that's like, that means more to me than anything because that's walking promotion for me. That I get people tell me, hey, man, I seen somebody with your shirt on the other day or a hoodie. Like I love that more than anything, man. Like you gotta have that. You gotta have, to me, you gotta have product, and that's something I learned from Master P. Oh, no, even if it's ugly, but if they rock with you, they're gonna support it just because they like the music.
Yes, sir.
And what do you think?
I mean, everything they're saying, it's the truth. I can relate as a vendor. Just by showing up, you don't never know who you're going to network with. You don't even have to, if you're a vendor, I've encouraged, last year, I've invited some of my few vendor friends to just pull up and just chill. Like, you never know who you're going to meet. Networking, your food, you're going to catch somebody's attention and that's the reason why you're going to start catering. Same with your products. You never know who you're going to reach. And everything they're saying, it's like the way you move, you represent yourself, and you don't ever know who you're going to be attracting.
Yeah.
Not who, but what you're going to be attracting. So
yeah, and then even people that are shy and don't necessarily have social skills, they'll see your shirt and Google it. They'll read the back of it and be like, I wonder what that is. So
yeah,
like I said, it's a walk-in marketing tool.
Walking billboard.
like I had to make sure I'm wearing my stuff. You see these hoops? I made these. You see these? I made these.
Get y'all some jewelry, man. Stay on point. I know my wife and daughter got some stuff at the. Yeah. Oh, okay. I was like, oh. Yeah. So now, man. Yeah, definitely, man. As an artist, you gotta have merchandise. You gotta have something other than just the music because 9 times out of 10 they could really care less about the music. But if they like what they hear, they're more prone to go to your table and say, you know what, let me get a shirt. It's ugly as shit, but I'm gonna get it anyway. But it's part of the game.
It's throwing something up. I used to when I used to go to shows. Whenever an artist would give me a shirt, I would actually wear it out, and they would see me out there, doing stuff, wearing and pictures with different people. So.
Yeah, don't be afraid to give away a shirt either. I've given away plenty of shirts just based off the like who I was giving it to and what I think. People that walk around, especially even like. Now I regret not bringing you a shirt because you walking around all around here. There's a bunch of people, so definitely something to consider in the future, man. Give away shirts, man. Give away stickers. Stickers, if you don't have a big budget, stickers you can get like 100 for $20, man. Just put them everywhere. Yeah. There's not an excuse for you not to get your brand out there.
When somebody like comments on my jewelry or like what is that word called when to like, oh, I like your stuff, compliment my stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I literally take it off like my jewelry. It's like, here, you can have it.
Yeah.
Really? Yes, you can have it. These I make these myself.
I like that ring.
I'm not gonna give it to you. I made these. Yeah, I made these. And this is So when somebody compliments me and I have it on me, keep it, have it, follow me.
Don't ask me for a shirt because I ain't taking my shirt off.
They're like, I sure do like that watch.
My stuff though.
What size shoes you wear? Your size.
And do you ever plan to take the TDM brand outside of entertainment one day?
That's a good question.
Uh,
It's a great question, actually. Like, give me an example.
like y'all ever plan to go into like selling products that don't have anything to do with rap, like go into strictly the food world, like the TDM
Well, you've mentioned film.
taco stand or something.
Man, that's so. I guess I can go ahead and give the exclusive here. We're actually branching out and doing candy, the the chamoy and thing, doing our own thing. I don't know. We don't have the name yet. I was playing around saying that damn candy since it's like them damn Mexicans like that damn candy. So I mean, yeah, actually, it might y'all don't take that from me, man. Y'all don't look. I'm gonna go copyright that right now. But yeah, doing the candy. I know you said, and so we're planning to relaunch the clothing line in spring of 2024. Got some big things in the works for that. So yeah, I mean clothing line, music, entertainment. Pretty soon film. Eventually we'll have our own record label and be able to hopefully be able to sign some artists and do some things and take it as far as we can go.
Can I throw something in?
Yeah, let's go.
So you know what I feel is overlooked. I feel like people are overlooking book authors. There's a lot of money in book publishing because there's four ways to sell a book.
Yeah.
And so I think that we're overlooking.
I actually forgot to mention that the book That Damn Mexican is on its way too. That damn Mexican. That damn Mexican.
That specific one.
Yeah, I mean, and think about this too, right? Think about this. A lot of, I don't want to say a lot, but there are movies that get turned into movies because they took the book and turned it into a movie. Like, what if TDM had authors and they're sitting there writing, you got this cool story, and then it blows up. And the cool thing is that now y'all are doing films, and then then you guys just keep taking our stories and then turning it into like true to book movies.
So like a big inspiration of mine, and it may sound kind of weird, but like the movie, I mean the show Entourage, based on the William Morris and Endeavor and the agencies, like the thing that it became, where they became they had a publishing department, they had a music department, writers, directors, they had everything, even sports. I'm a big sports guy, so even that, having baseball teams, having basketball teams, even at the youth level and on up, and just being able to stamp our brand behind it and taking it, like I said, there's many ways to really go about it. So just one step at a time, man. Trying to conquer one or two things here and there, and then I don't want to be mediocre at everything and not great at anything. So thank you.
I guess so. What do you think about that?
Well, no,
you're starting to see like people get into like putting books together.
Well, not yet. Actually, books were kind of like dying out, but with the resurgence and now like podcasts and audio books, everybody's listening to their content. Nobody wants to do a boring drive home, so I know a lot of people that listen to the podcast, listen to audio books, and I was listening to the 50 Cent biography, so it's definitely something to look into, and I only know two ways. What are 3 and 4 ways to sell the books? If you don't mind me asking you.
So the 4 ways is the physical book,
Yes.
the audio book,
The ebook.
the ebook, and then YouTube. Because you're able to put your audio over an image, kind of like.
I think I saw the Jay Prince book like that.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I have the book itself, but I remember seeing it on YouTube.
Audible.com and all that.
Yeah.
And there's several more ways. Then there's the social media thing. Then there's the exclusive pieces that can be unlocked, like if you get out the link on social media or something.
Like I have a friend, Virginia. Shout out to Virginia. She used to be in Clubhouse when we first started. she's an author. She's got a couple books, and I remember seeing her like at a bookstore doing like an actual signing. I thought that was so live. I thought that was dope. I was like, yo, I want to do that.
You know what?
And
And
if
if
you
you
look
look
at
at
the
the
business
business
model
model
of
of
like
like
authors
authors
and
and
stuff
stuff
like
like
that,
that,
authors
authors
actually
actually
make
make
more
more
money
money
than
than
some
some
of
of
these
these
music
music
writers.
writers. And
And
they
they
know
know
what
what
they're
they're
doing,
doing,
man.
man.
They
They
know
know
how to
how to
get,
get,
you know,
New
New York
York
Times
Times
bestseller,
bestseller,
and
and
it's
it's
almost
almost
like
like
Billboard
Billboard
charts
charts
over
over
Yeah,
here.
here.
It's like
Like
very
very
similar.
similar.
Like
Like
the
the
book
book
signing
signing
event
event
is
is
almost
almost
like
like
the
the
concert
concert
because you
because you
can
can
buy
buy
their
their
merch,
merch,
which is
which
the
is the
book.
book.
yeah.
And then also that fan, if you get a fan to read a book, then they're like a lifelong fan because that's such a big commitment to read a
Yeah.
whole book. So they're really invested in you. So those are the type of fans that spend money.
Man, shout out to everybody that actually reads, man. Reads physical books because
Me right here.
that's a lost art, honestly, on the cool. Like
I'm a
people don't really don't do
bookworm.
that.
Facts. And I guess
I'll
I'll
just
just
ask
ask
you.
you.
So,
So, is
is
there
there
another
another
platform
platform or
or
other
other
podcast
podcast
that
that
you'd
you'd
like
like
to
to
work
work
with
with
out
out
there
there
right
right
now?
now?
Ooh, man, I pretty much have done something with. I have a big respect for all my Latino, guys that are doing podcasts. So, like pouring up talking shit. J Vaz, I'm gonna be doing J Vaz show pretty soon. We just got to get it together. I've gone
Latinx hip hop.
Latinx hip hop. I'm still waiting on my interview. Latinx, the Global Latin Factor in Dallas, that canceled. I've done those. With some Road Dog. Shout out to Rolly. I just saw Rolly was on there. Shout out to him. Man, it's just so many that I'm just grateful for the opportunity that people just allow me to come and tell my story on their show. I just did the critical media on Sunday, and so I just I love podcasts, man. So that's kind of what made me want to do my own as well. But again, it's to showcase brown artists, brown businesses, things like that. So
I
I
got
got
an
an
interesting,
interesting,
super
super
interesting
interesting
question.
question.
We
We
can
can
cut
cut
it
it
right
right
here,
here,
but
but
I
I
want
want
to
to
ask
ask
you.
you.
okay.
Like I
Like I
said,
said,
super
super
interesting,
interesting,
just
just
something
something
to
to
pick your
pick your
brain,
brain,
something
something
to
to
provoke
provoke
outside the
outside the
box
box
thinking.
Hmm.
thinking.
Um,
Um,
get
like
like
you
you just
just
said,
said,
like
like
there's
there's
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
podcasts
podcasts
you'd
you'd
like to
like to
work
work
with,
with,
and
and
we're
like we're pro brown
networks,
networks,
right?
right?
Yeah.
Do
Do
you
you
think
think
that
that
right
right
now,
now,
do
do
you
you
think
think
that
that
maybe
maybe
we're
we're
early
early
and
and
there's
there's
just
just
not a
not a
lot of
lot of
podcasts to
podcasts to
get
get
on?
on?
Or
Or
do
do
you
you
think
think
that
that
for
for
an
an
artist
artist
having
having
to
to
get
get
the
the
word
word
out
out
or
or
having
having
to
to
get
get
as
as
much
much
publicity
publicity
as
as
possible,
possible,
do
do
you
you
think
think
that
that
they're
they're
going
going
to
to
have
have
a
a
hard
hard
time
time
just
just
going
going
on
on
brown
brown
networks
networks
because
because
of
of
availability
availability
or
or
who
who
knows,
knows,
just
just
hard to
hard to
get
get
on,
on,
people
people
don't
don't
answer the
answer the
phone,
phone,
stuff
stuff
like
like
that.
that.
Egos
Egos
maybe.
maybe.
What
What
do
do
you
you
think
think
it
it
is?
is?
Is
Is
A,
A,
it's
it's
just
just
early,
early,
we're
we're
still
still
developing,
developing,
or
or
B,
B,
it's
it's
going to
gonna
be.
I think it's a mixture of both, man. A lot of people are still developing and trying to find out
Yeah.
what to do, and also what to do without compromising, their platform. Having having original opinions and not just, lack for a better term, bandwagoning people. You got to take care. But if anything, if you're gonna build a platform from the ground up, you got to be genuine, man, because in this day and age, technology, people be like, "You said what?" Well, 3 months ago, you said this. So, if you're always honest and you're true, man, people can't, pull your receipts like that. And it's also gonna take. I mean, it doesn't have to, but it would be really helpful for bigger artists to kind of like show love to these up and coming, brown platforms, and just say, after this hot song, I'm only gonna do podcasts with them. If you want to hear about it, if you want to hear the making of it, and same thing with cinema. It's not necessarily just music. Like, let's say, for example, the actor from Blue Beetle is like, oh, you want to hear about how I was working with Marvel, but you have to listen to it over here on the Full Community podcast. Something like that. So it would definitely help for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're still in the early stages of it. I think because nothing happens overnight, man. So it's just a continuous grind. It's a continuous just content, dropping content, being consistent is always the key. Because the minute you stop, people forget about you, and that's music, that's anything really, especially with technology. How there's an artist popping up every so often. There's a podcast every which way you look. Somebody got a new podcast. So Yeah, man. And,
Chop the Father podcast.
yeah, teach you how to be a father.
Teach you how to be a father.
Some of you bums need that.
It's more concentrated on how to chop.
Well, is anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
No, I'm good, man.
And just Saturday, September 16th, which is this Saturday, 5 to 10 p.m., Spindle Tap Brewery, Embrace the Culture 4. Them Damn Mexicans presents Embrace the Culture 4, hosted by Zach, your boy Zach, Johnny Dangerous, DJ Obedient will be live in the mix. Shout out to DJ Obedient, he's the official TDM DJ. Tons of vendors, The Hidden Garden, Houston Drip Sauce, Lulu Certified, Patron. Shout out to Rodriguez Law Firm, man, for sponsoring and being a part of it. They're going to be out there. So if you need a lawyer, man, y'all come out and, come out and get you a lawyer. And then artist-wise, oh, man, it's going down, man.
Perfect.
Y'all gonna?
Yeah, just come out, have a good time, support your local businesses and upcoming artists, and just have a good time. Enjoy the show.
Cool. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Them Damn Mexicans taking over the world. And stay tuned. And where can they follow you online?
Them Damn Mexicans.
Chop the Father on everything.
Lulu_certified.
Perfect. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. This has been the podcast.